Hello everyone, it's Kiki and welcome to this video. In this video I've just gotten... It's Shrinky Dinks, but you know, they're an off-brand I guess, because I couldn't find actual Shrinky Dinks in my very quick 5 minutes of browsing before going to bed. You know. But yeah, I had some of these when I was little, when Shrinky Dinks first came out, and I haven't touched them since. And I was like, you know what? I want to play with those again. So I got me some. I haven't opened this yet. So let's open it. I get some keychain stuff. Some rings. Ooh. You can make earrings. Yeah, I'm not making Shrinky Dink earrings. Some pins. If you want to make pins. Key thingies, other key thingies. Cool. Okay. So I got the hole punch. In case I want to make a keychain. There is at least one specific thing that I do want to make a keychain. So hole punch. I don't have one of those, so you know, that's nice. Some generic colored pencils. And then the shrink plastic. Me. Look at that. Sounds a little. So you have a clear side and a sort of shiny and matte. There we go. Where'd I put the box? Draw a pattern on frosted side and color it with colored pencils. Now I've seen Mariah Elizabeth use paint pens on her shrink plastic. She gets the rough and ready stuff though, so I don't know if I'd be able to use them on this book. We're gonna try it out. I'm going to draw what I want first though. So I started with drawing my mascot buddy, Wishsayer. I did initially draw him a little bit too small, forgetting that they shrink, so I had to redraw him again, and made him a little bit better. I didn't draw him super well. I didn't really take a lot of time sketching him out, so he came out a little lopsided and awkward, but he's still cute. But I figured shape-wise and color-wise, he was a good place to start. So he was my test. And I think he turned out pretty cute. And I'm really happy with him. I did get the colors on his tail backwards at first, but I fixed it. But, yeah, I was pretty happy with how he came out. And unfortunately, the way my oven is, you can't see through the door. It's like, it has like a oval space where technically a window would go, but it's like, it's got like stripes of white across it, and it's super like not see-through, and there's no light in the oven. And yeah, the only way I would have been able to record it is if I opened the oven door, so it also meant I had to kind of guess at when they were done, which was fun. But yeah, he turned out good, and he was a good test just to start with, and then I went into some other ones. Okay, I'm going to go turn the oven on. He's a little splotchy, just because I didn't really go over it a lot. There are some areas that have a little more paint than others, so we'll see how it works. But yeah, I'm gonna go throw him in the oven. That sounds really weird to say, but that's what I'm gonna do. He's so tiny. I made his face a little small on the initial thing, so now it's extra small and a little awkward, but he's still pretty cute. I'm gonna put him on my keys. I had tried to put some of this on, but it was being weird, so I just like wiped it off. I might try to put like a little bit of UV resin on him, see if that works. That's the back, if it focuses. That's the back. That's the front. I'm gonna stick him on my keys, and he's adorable. And now, I'm going to work on something else. What else? Well, I guess you'll have to see. So there's a good list of things that I wanted to do. Some of them I left out of this video just for time's sake, but also because they had to do with a lot of white. And my white paint pen, when I first got it, kind of exploded half of its paint everywhere, so I don't have a lot of that. So those will happen after I get a new white paint marker pen thing. But yeah, I decided to make the Shinigami Combat Pass W badge thing that Ichigo has in Bleach. Bleach just had its 20th anniversary, and I was really excited because Kubo made a new chapter for it, and I was like, oh my god, I have so many questions, oh my god, he just did that, and I was like, ah. So yeah, I made two different Bleach things, the badge, and then also the skull with a flame symbol that shows up on like the glove that Rukia uses to smack Ichigo's soul out of his body. And then I made some cute little fairies that, you know, color-wise and just general shape you can probably identify with Legend of Zelda, because I love Legend of Zelda, and how could I not? And yeah, I had a lot of fun with them. I do kind of wish I made the fairies a little bit bigger, but they still came out to be a good size, and I still really like them. I'm really happy with how all of them turned out, honestly. It was really fun and really relaxing to do it. And, yeah. I highly recommend doing these. They're so fun. With the badge, I did have to use an X-Acto blade in order to cut out the little hooky part, because I did want to put it on a keychain. And the spot is too small for the hole punch, so I had to manually cut it out with an X-Acto knife, which was kind of scary because I couldn't find my cutting board, so I was just doing it on the desk. I did sort of manage to kind of figure out how to blend it a little bit without letting the paint get too thick on the Shrinky Dink, because if you do put it on too thick, sometimes it'll react weird, from what Mariah said and what's happened with a few of hers. Yeah, cutting these out, some of them were kind of difficult. Some more than others. Like this one wasn't too bad because it was mostly straight lines. And yeah, and then just a little few touch-ups and go on to the next one, which is the skull and flame. I did sketch the image onto the shrink plastic itself. So the pencil, even though it was really light, the pencil did kind of come through at some spots, which was kind of annoying, and if you turn around and look at the back, you can see the pencil on the back of it too. So if I do them again, I don't think I'll sketch onto the shrink plastic, just so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, don't have too much to say other than I filled this one in. And I filled it in, and I filled it in some more. I was using the fine tip paint marker I had gotten, and then I was going to try and use the bigger one to fill in the bigger space, but it didn't fill in well, so I went back over it with the fine marker anyway. This one was a pain in the butt to cut, and I almost like ripped it in half. So that was fun. The fairies I was worried about just because of how I was blending on them. I thought I was going to have too much paint and it was going to end up coming out weird, but it came out just fine, and I really like how they came out. I like that I put an extra ring of color around each of them and then made a black background. It really does kind of help make it look like it's glowing. I'm talking really fast and I apologize. But yeah, overall, I had a lot of fun making all of these. Alright, so I've got my 4 little Shrinky Dink thingies. These 2 I'm going to make into keychains. These 2 I'm going to make into pins. And I was thinking, you know, okay, I did these 4. That's pretty good. But, you know, the only reason I even remembered that these existed was because of Mariah Elizabeth. So I'd feel bad if I didn't do at least one rainbow something. So I'm gonna do a rainbow something. So yes, I had mentioned, you know, at the very beginning about Mariah Elizabeth, and then just now, I'm like, I have to make something. But while I was working on the other ones, I was trying to figure out what I was going to make, so that's why I hadn't mentioned it earlier until just now. But I was like, you know what? Pickle sliding down a rainbow. I mean, it's just so perfect. I mean, Pickle and Cousin Derp and Georgie are like her main mascots. How can I, you know, Pickle especially. Yeah, how can I leave Pickle out? I mean, you can't just have a rainbow. So I made a cute little rainbow slide with stars and then a little Pickle sliding down. I got all my colors out and I accidentally put my greens in the wrong spot. So I used the green that was supposed to be for Pickle onto the rainbow spot, and then the rainbow green onto the Pickle spot, and I was like, oops. So I did have to fix that, but it worked out fine. And then when I was pulling it, when I pulled it out of the oven and I went to flatten it, I guess, I don't know, maybe if I pulled it out a little too soon or what happened. Maybe the paint wasn't completely dry when I put it in, but some of the gold paint did come off on the bottom of the bowl I was using to flatten it, and it smeared a little bit, but it's kind of hard to tell unless you're looking for it, so I'm okay with it. And overall, I think it turned out really cute. Yeah. I would love to try and send it to her. I know she has like a ton of mail to get through, so she probably wouldn't even see it for like 2.5, 3 years. But I'd still love to send it to her and see her reaction of Pickle slide on a Shrinky Dink. Pickle sliding on a rainbow Shrinky Dink. There we go. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this one came out. I'm really happy with how all of them came out. And I hope you like them too. Right, they're all done. I think 5 is a good number. I have 2 that I put on chains. So I have Wish Sayer on a thingy, and I have the Shinigami badge on a thingy. I had to use an X-Acto knife to cut out the center, but it worked. So those two are on the hangy bits, and then I put these ones on pins. So they each got a pin. I'm really happy with how they all turned out. This one, the gold ended up kind of smearing a little bit after I cooked it, when I was putting some on it to get it flat. I don't know how that happened, but it did. But it doesn't look too bad, even with that. Don't really notice it unless you're looking for it. I'm really happy with how my fairies turned out. They're pretty cute. I am happy that I put the color around them. I wasn't originally planning to do that, but it looks really nice. And then of course, the flaming skull from Bleach. Can't forget that. But yeah, I'm really happy with how all these came out, and I had fun with them, and I'll definitely be doing more of them. For now, I think these all turned out pretty good, and like I said, I had fun. I hope you had fun, and if you did, you know, give it a thumbs up. Tell me which one you like more. Would you like me to see? What would you like me to see? What would you like to see me make a Shrinky Dink out of? And yeah, if you enjoyed this, go check out some of my other videos, and maybe if you enjoy those as well, hit the subscribe and join me on my arty journey. Until the next time, bye!